be in a relationship with a man who loves you, who cares for you, who you can confide in, who you can trust, who is willing to go to bat for you, who will protect you, who will tell you when you're wrong, so it can help you be self-reflective, help you grow to be the best version of yourself. A woman with a good man glows differently. Okay? There is a shine and a sparkle on her that is unmatched. I just gotta keep it real with you. The fact that, women are flow by nature, chaos by nature, and you have somebody that can gather you together real quick, in an instant, organize all of the messy thoughts that you have in your brain and just get them in line with just a simple conversation. Easily. Like it's nothing to them. Because they see beyond that, because men are, hardwired to be logical beings. So when you
use the theater of the mind. I've always tell you, your eyes are useless when your mind is blind.
What's up, family? Man, how's everybody doing today? Blessed, highly favored, and love, right? What's the goal for the day, y'all? What's the goal every day? Man. But it's teaching you about self.
Yeah.
And it's teaching you not to be selfish. Thank you so much. It's teaching you not to be selfish. And get somebody to smile. And make sure you smile, y'all. Big facts. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day every day. You hear me? Every day I get up, y'all. And you gotta realize this, chosen ones too. Shit, everybody. Every day is a blessing. Every day you get up, just think about it. You don't need to be here. But you chose to be here. You just don't know it. You're on a mission. And this is where we fall short as humans. You're too worried about power, which is emotions. Who came here first? Who cares? We're all here for a purpose, right? Man and woman, to procreate. That's the purpose. And live, learn, elevate, resurrect, keep going. We're not doing none of that. We're stagnant, right where the devil wants us. Instead of moving forward, we're moving backwards. What do you think live backwards? It turns into evil. That's exactly what you're doing. You're feeding right into the damn demon, right into the flesh. This is where we're falling short as people, man. Women don't want to be with men. Men don't want to be with women. There's too much attitude and emotions behind all of that. No one is at an understanding about emotions. And that's where it starts. And we have to be teaching our kids this, because that's the generational curse. They're going to grow up the same way, carrying the same energy. That's what it's about, y'all. Energy exchange. That's how karma works. You give, and you will receive that energy back. For instance, if a woman is dressed a certain way, she's going to attract that certain energy. She's giving that energy and she's putting it out there to the universe. Someone will grab onto that frequency. She will eventually catch on to something she doesn't want to. And that's how the spirit works. But you have to get to this understanding, y'all. It's a spiritual warfare. Our kids are really being affected by this. Us as parents are not teaching our kids, therefore they're not knowing anything. We're sitting over there pampering them. Men are not men no more. They're so emasculate that they're feminine. And they're being raised by women. Y'all don't see the agenda? Women, y'all gotta realize this, because the devil is within you the most. This is why the Bible trying to warn us about women, about men tapping into their feminine side. That's what it's all about, the inner chi. That will create emotions. And if you don't know how to control that, he will control you. You will have no logic. You will have nothing but emotions talking to you. And emotions cannot be trusted. It's off of feelings and what you feel. When you think about that, y'all, we have to get to this understanding. There's so much going on. They want to really emasculate black men. They don't want us to know who we are. You know, I'm opening up a third eye to a young man because he doesn't know who he is. And he's steady having things happening to him. And he's not at that understanding to know why. No one is teaching him. He has no structure. So I'm trying to guide him and show him who he is. He has to tap into that and have to know that he's more than what he thinks he is. He just don't know it. A lot of us are falling short because of this. The struggle is real. We need fathers back in the household. We need mothers to get it right. Understand that if you're in your emotions whatsoever, you are possessed. That's what it's called, possession.
People told us how to avoid disease, and science is just now catching up. John Hopkins recently discovered that whether or not a person is forgiving can actually determine if they will have heart problems, cancer, and other diseases or not. Do you guys ever see something and you're like, that's definitely in the Bible? I asked Taven to list verses about letting go of negative feelings and how it's good for us. Our thoughts and emotions are directly connected to our immune system, our nervous system, and whether or not we end up with a disease. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. It will be health to your flesh and strength to your bones. Envy can cause inflammation that leads to bone loss. Proverbs 14, a sound heart is life to the body, but envy is rottenness to the bones. And there's been plenty of studies that prove that praying is actually healthy for our hearts. Ephesians 3 and over, we see happiness brings health, while negative emotions invite in Satan and cause disease. This is why I have faith in the Bible through and through. Every word of it is the truth.
So that energy is always going to be within you. And if you let that energy out, guess what? You're going to receive that back. This is why I try to tell young ladies, it's not at the understanding. I'm trying to teach y'all how men are by nature. So you can be at an understanding and know how to move accordingly. You should know that polygamy is a sin, that women should not be sleeping around with multiple men. Soul ties is real. You will embody every soul you intake from a man. Every semen, you're embodying his spirit. Really think about that. And semen lasts, what, over a week in a woman?
It's been out in the brain and all these other things. So, from what I have researched as far as semen being able to stay alive in the body, is been up to 7 days, which I agree is not very attractive and pretty disgusting, though, when you do think about it, especially if you're with a woman who is dating multiple men, because more than likely, you're mixing it all together. So, you don't know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a conglomerate of, who knows? Not the conglomerate, it's disgusting. Oh boy, okay. But once the semen is broken down, because everything, if you look at any cell die under a microscope, basically, they're going to die slowly, and then other cells will take up and use by molecular motors and things inside, which part of it is the RNA and everything that's ripped apart. And one of the new studies I was actually reading again before we came on here, because I'm putting together a bigger list of all the other DOIs for all these root videos. We're going to teach people how to read and interpret these, on how it even is carried in the bloodstream for a few days. So I think it may be a bloodstream first, and then it's distributed everywhere else. So I think that might be a good place to start to see its route to where eventually it's going to sit and be used for who knows what, because there's other studies that I've read where they're finding higher concentrations of male RNA that's different, maybe giving them a higher chance of Alzheimer's. So there, and overall, and it makes sense. You can get many sicknesses through sex and other things, and we're finding new things all the time. So that's also a scary thing with the future testing, is we're going to find a lot more lifelong, permanent, mental and physical things that are passed down that we will have to watch out for.
Y'all going man to man to man, thinking that y'all are man? No logic at all, y'all. And this is what the Bible was trying to teach us, to stay logical within. Work on your energy, fasting, meditate. On top of all of that, you got to learn how to breathe properly, because if the brain not getting proper oxygen flow, so is the body, how will you even meditate properly?
There is much talk about cyclical breathing, but I prefer linear breathing. Let's try it together. Take a deep breath through your nose. Now let it out through your anus. Namaste.
You're losing 10 years of your life just by not breathing properly. But like, really think about this shit. So we have to get to this understanding. This is where it starts. I'm telling this young man, you have to want it and know who you are. It's just like in these movies, any movie, The Last Dragon, anything where they have a sensei trying to teach the student. So he can know that he has the power within himself, but he has to know and learn how to tap into that.
You have a special power inside you, but sometimes you need to make it start working. Imagine you're in a beautiful forest, where the trees are like friendly arms swaying gently. The sun shines through the green leaves, and birds sing happily above you. The air smells like pine and damp earth, which helps you relax instantly. We start here in this peaceful place so you can feel your breathing slowing down. Your shoulders relax as you become more aware of the present moment. Starting in a peaceful and caring place is crucial, because it's where your inner wisdom can start to wake up. Think of me as your helper, as we uncover the natural power inside you that's been waiting to be discovered. By practicing positive ways of thinking and building strong beliefs in yourself, you'll be able to break free from any limits you feel are holding you back. Life situations won't control how you feel anymore. You'll be in charge of your own experience. Right now, imagine yourself feeling calm and secure in this peaceful forest clearing. As we start our exploration, the goal of our journey is to shape your mindset, so that you see yourself as the one.
Oh, you're too distracted. You can't even see. Your third eye is closed. Guess what's open? This eye right here that you keep feeding and feeding and feeding. This world knows that. That's why there's food places all over the place. To keep you dumbed down. So you don't have that connection with the Most High. A lot of y'all don't have that connection. Y'all don't know how to meditate. Talk to yourself. Y'all don't know how to do that. And it's okay to do that. But you have to get to this understanding, y'all. Everything is spiritual. Everything. With that being said, y'all have a blessed, highly favored little day. What's the goal for the day, y'all? Man, get somebody to smile. And make sure you smile, y'all. Big facts. I love y'all. Have a blessed, highly favored, and loved day.